Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's Pick a Card. Today, I'm going to ask Spirit with a channeled message with lots of clues, lots of evidence, and lots of messages for who is your future spouse. I'm going to ask Spirit anything Spirit will share with me. Who, when, how, what's their personality. I have some initials and charms to share with you as well. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Let's see who's coming your way. Please use this reading to manifest a love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that has come into your life recently. Let's see what your choices are. We have 3 choices. Group A is this beautiful bridal couple. From day one, I knew I'd commit to you. Okay, so it looks like an outside wedding. Beautiful. I have Group B. My soul recognized yours the instant we met, and look at the fireworks. So we have fireworks in this connection, lots of explosive energy. And Group C, cheers to many lessons and blessings. I have this beautiful toast to each other. So pick a card or a pile that you feel most drawn to. And I'll see you in your readings. If you picked Group A, this reading is for you. We're going to see who your future spouse is, anything about them, anything Spirit wants to share with me. From day one, I knew. From day one, I knew I'd commit to you. And there are people out there, love at first sight. The first date is off the charts. I can't get you out of my mind from the moment I meet you. So this could be one of those connections that you both knew. And I do feel like there's people out there that they say to themselves, I'll know it when I see it. So you may be one of those people. Spirit, please share with me, what is it that you need me to know? I have forever young. Your romance sings with joy as you surrender to youthful playfulness. I want this connection to be playful. We could have a lot of fun together. This person could really make you laugh. That could be one of the signs that they have an incredible sense of humor. You just have a lot of fun together. It's just lighthearted and I'm going to say relatively easy because it feels so right. I don't have to try so hard. It's not so deep. Spirit saying doesn't mean you don't have deep feelings. But I feel like I don't have a cloud hanging over this connection or high drama. So lightheartedness, laughter, joy in the beginning here. I have marriage. Thank you, Spirit. I have wedding bells. Bells are ringing. I also want you to listen for bells. It was a sense of a sign, like all of a sudden you start to hear church bells and you never heard church bells, or doorbells. The doorbell never rings, and then all of a sudden the doorbell's ringing more often than it normally is. But I feel like that's a sign that you just seem that you feel like you're hearing bells more often. So we'll keep our eyes open for that. Spirit, tell me about this connection. What is it that card? I love that. It's like a confirmation that yes, this is turning into a commitment. I have a Page of Wands, Queen of Wands. I have a Knight of Pentacles. And I have a World. Absolutely. Your world is changing. Their world is changing. This page grows into a crush that turns into, I really have a thing for you. I really can't get you out of my mind. So I just feel so drawn to you. I feel so attracted to you. You have so much to offer, Spirit just said. You stand out in a crowd. This person can't even compare, not that they would, to anyone that they've ever dated in the past. Like you're like hands down by far. Like either the most attractive person, or you have the most going for you, or you could be the most intelligent person they've ever dated. But I do feel hands down, this little cat's jumping out at me. I could have an animal in this connection. One of you could have animals that are, maybe there are babies before we even enter into this connection, little fur babies in our life. The Knight of Pentacles is, I don't want to say it's going to go slow as much as it's going to be steady. Okay, that will go through all the paces of falling in love, dating, courting, maybe talking about living together, getting engaged, planning a wedding. So I just feel like we'll just go through what I would consider normal stages of two lives coming together. But your world is definitely about to change, and I do feel that. I have the Five of Pentacles, and it's interesting because I always see the Five of Pentacles as a marriage vow. It comes into me as for better, for worse, sickness and in health, till death do us part, as we have this wounded, not wounded, but a crippled man and a blind woman. And where the blind woman can't see, the crippled man can guide her. And where the crippled man can't move along, the blind woman can help him along. And they're on a journey, and they're getting out of a snowstorm, and they're going to get out of the snowstorm together because they're being guided by a light in the church, a stained glass window. And as they walk around the corner, the block, they're going down a block. And as they walk around the corner, they realize there's an entrance to the cathedral, and they walk in together, and they're saved, and they're warm, and they're out of the cold. And but they helped each other, and they made it through. So that's the story. And that's why I always feel that I am, I see it as a marriage vow. I do. I really do. I always see it as we're going to stick together through anything. So I love that. Spirit, please share with me some initials, first initials, last initials. What clues do you have for us at this time? First initials, last initials. I have a Y, B, D, X, an R, U, the letter P, E, the letter J, F, let's get a few more, the letter L, I, and another U. Okay, so we have a handful of initials. So take a look at those, see if those connect to you. Spirit, tell me about their energy, their personality, things that I may take notice of, things that I may enjoy about them. Let's see. Ooh, I got some jumpers back here. Let's get this one that's trying to flip. I have flexible. This person could be very flexible. Okay. You know, hey, life's a juggle. We got to juggle. We've got to make room for more, Spirit just said. You know, like I'm adding somebody to my life. So I can't be so like laser focused on my schedule and my routine that I don't have room to bring somebody into my life. So they do have to be flexible. They're very observant. They take notice. I like your haircut. I like your outfit. Hey, you know, is that something new? They don't miss a beat, Spirit saying they're always checking you out. I love that. They're very creative. They have a creative side. I liked how Spirit almost showed me how they see the world. It was either in a very artistic way or in a very global picture, a very environmentally friendly picture. So nature could be really important to this person. The environment could be very important to this person, but it was a very big picture, global kind of point of view. And I liked that. I have very peaceful. Yeah, I don't have a big cloud around this person. I don't have drama. I don't have high maintenance. I do have groundedness. I feel like this person, it's just like they're natural. I don't even feel like they work at it. I feel like it's just their natural personality. They've probably been like this since a kid, and their parents will say, oh yeah, they were an easy child. They never caused me any trouble. They were just like, they always did the right thing. They were a good kid. So I just feel like it's their natural personality they're not a fighter. They're not going to be a fighter. They're not going to be have anger issues or tempers or things like that. They're pretty smooth with that. I have in love. They are going to fall in love with you. And of course, if this is the person you're going to marry, you want them to be in love with you. You want to be in love with them. That's important. I have they're very intuitive. That I would say I could see them having a just kind of a natural sense about people, that they can read people's energy very well. They can understand where someone is coming from, very empathic. So this person could be very, very in tune to the world around them. I have very forgiving. So these are nice energies and very easygoing. I would say I'm in agreement with all of those energies. I feel that this person is going to be easy to live with. Spirit just said, okay, so that's important. You know, if you're going to be married to this person, they need to be easy to live with. I like that. I have a detour. Okay. Delays, turn of events, taking a different path. That's interesting. I feel like that's either you or them, that you could have been here before. Somebody could have been engaged before, but they didn't go through with it. Somebody could have lived with somebody, but they didn't ever marry that person. Maybe it was a feeling of, I just always knew there would be something else. There would be someone else. So the detour is, you know, guiding you to the place, getting you to the end location that you want to go to, but you didn't get there how you thought that you were going to get there. You know, you thought that maybe that first person you were with or another person you were with was who you were going to actually end up being with, and it didn't work out that way. So I guess Spirit, in a roundabout way, got you to the person that they really want you with. I have an Archer, on target, focused. I've got my eye on you. Okay. Like I've had my eye on you since the moment I met you. Little bit of a bullseye, you know, energy that they've only been thinking about you since they've met you. I don't feel like it's a competition thing. I feel like this person is laser focused on you from the moment they meet you. They don't date and talk to a lot of different people. I feel like they just want to capture you and see where this goes. I have a bouquet, happy, beautiful, a gift, sending you a bouquet of flowers. Sending you flowers after for your birthday or after the first couple of dates, and letting you know what their feelings are. So this person could be very generous. They could be a gift giver. They could love sending flowers. Maybe that's one of their favorite things to do. I love sending flowers to my person. I have they're very balanced. I'm 100% in agreement with that. They're centered. I like just the feeling of the rocks, because I feel there's going to be a day where you're able to say, you are my rock, and you mean it, that you can trust this person to be there for you. You can rely on this person. Spirit just said there isn't anything that they wouldn't do for you. You know, they're just committed. I mean, that's what a commitment means. So I do love that rock energy, solid as a rock. They could be in really good shape. They could be, you know, really muscular, or they could be really toned, something like that. Solid as a rock, emotionally solid as a rock. They're not wishy-washy. So there's a lot of good qualities coming forward. I have the visionary and an Aquarius energy, progress, revolutionary. Okay, they think ahead. They think ahead. Yeah, that goes with that global feeling I had a little while ago, that this person kind of sees the big picture. They see how all the parts and pieces interconnect, you know, between all the elements of the universe. This person might be connected to something environmental or biology or something along those lines, but it just feels like they're always thinking about the big picture. You know, global warming, like, is something that maybe they're actually in that field. Like it feels like something like that, or they're just really interested in it. I have fix the middle, purpose-driven, feeling secure. They're reliable. They keep going. Definitely purpose driven. I feel like they fight for a cause. I feel like they would stand up for a cause. They are very adamant about it. They could be very well versed in it, very educated in it. But I am leaning towards the environment. I have the fall. This is my Sagittarius, the Prince of Fire. During Sagittarius time, so the Prince of Fire, Prince of Wands, so we could be very attracted to each other. Sagittarius. And I have, what is this? This is my Capricorn, I think. The Sage, experienced, patient. I think that's my Capricorn. So the Sage, and I like the experience. I like Sage to me is somebody who is, I guess, aware of their spirituality, and they use their spirituality as part of who they are. You know, they might not walk around quoting Bible themes, but they know that there's something bigger. They believe in something. They pray, they manifest, they thank God, they have gratitude. So all of those things is, I feel like, a big part of this person's life. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. I have a twin flame, high connection, spiritual alignment. You could be feeling this is pretty big. I have Ice Queen, divorced, okay, discernment. I do feel like one of us walked away from a substantial relationship. Like I said, that detour, bringing us to this path. So it's for every door that closes, a new one opens. And I don't know, maybe there was some bitterness involved for a while. Maybe they're 11:11 on the clock when I'm recording this. I'll take the angel number. Sometimes it just takes us a little while to get over the hurt, and we could have gone through that. I have a beautiful home, real estate, buying a home together. It looks like an individual home or a single family home. So we could be moving from apartments or rentals to a single family home in this connection. That could be really exciting for both of us, that it could be our first home that we own and we buy it together in this marriage. That would be fun. All right, let's get some charms. Let's see what I have for charms today. I'm going to get a scoop of charms. Let me just zoom in. And I'm going to just read these intuitively if you've never watched me before. So I have this big bowl of charms, and I've got this magic scoop. And we're going to get a scoop. Okay. Let's see. Let me get some more. All right, that looks good. Let's see if I have any letters. I usually like to get letters first. I do have a letter. I have the letter O. Is that a letter O? Hold on. Yeah, the letter O, the little bunny. Okay. And this is a number, the number 5, month of May. Take that. I have an Aries energy. I have Gemini. I have a Capricorn today. What is this one? And I have a Cancer. And I have a Libra. So lots of signs. Oh, I have another letter. I have the letter I. Okay. I have 2 pairs of scissors, and how that came into me was we both have cut the cord to our past. So that question of, is there anybody in the woodwork? You know, is anybody going to jump out of the closet and come back from the past that you would love to, you know, reconnect with? Because I don't want to be a holding place. I want to be in a relationship. So no, I think the answer on both sides is no. I've cut all cords from my past. I have no interest in any kind. There's nobody in my past that I would even want back. Okay, so I feel like at least we can get that off the plate. You know, at least we can say no. no, I'm not going back to anybody. I want somebody new and somebody that I want to spend the rest of my life with. I have it's a suitcase, but it has a lot of, it says Paris, London, looks like Britain. So it's got a lot of stickers on it. So I feel like I've done some traveling. This person could have done some traveling already in their lifetime. They could have experiences overseas. They just said they love to travel. So that could be something that you can look forward to. I do have a beautiful crown. I'm going to say they treat you like royalty. Wear that invisible crown. That is what's going to attract you to this person. The person being attracted to you, they see this gorgeous energy of positive. I have high self-esteem. I love myself, kind of like look at me energy. And I feel like they're going to be wowed by that. So there's that invisible crown. Here is a bouquet of flowers with a watering can. I'm going to say, going back to that house, I feel like this person has a really good, you or them, it's one of you, has a beautiful sense of gardening. Okay, whether it's just planters or flower boxes, you might not be able to do as much with it as you want to do where you are now. So one of your hopes and dreams is to have a home where you can actually have flower beds and gardens and actually do more with it. Like that's something that you would really enjoy. So I feel like that's more of a get ready. It's coming with the watering can. So it could be definitely connected to just a future on your vision board, this home and these gardens, something like that. I do have a tree. I'm going to say family tree. I'm going to say we start a family. For those of you that would like to start a family, that we put down roots, this tree is going to grow. It's going to grow large, and it's going to go through all the seasons, and it's going to shed its leaves, and it's going to rejuvenate, and it's going to, go through the cycle of time in years. So I just feel this beautiful sense of over the years with that tree. I do have a star. I like that. Oh, it's I'm going to put these together. It's like a little shovel, and it's actually a starfish. So it's playing in the sand is how I feel. Now, whether you have children or not, I feel like you guys still play in the sand. Maybe we build a sand castle. Maybe we get down on our hands and knees and do something and build something. But maybe we just have fun, So it felt more like that. Or we could have children that we do it with, or niece or nephew. But I just feel like we aren't afraid to play. I'll say that. The inner child in you, Spirit just said, still has room for playing. I like that. I'm going to put this popsicle with that also, because it feels like the ice cream truck or the ice cream man that walks on the beach with the cooler around his neck. And you're like, oh, the ice cream man, it's like, oh my God, I'm going to get a fudgicle. So I feel like that's the little inner children in you that you guys jump up and you're like, I want a fudgicle. I want a creamsicle. I want the snow cone, like those kind of crazy ice cream things that they carry, or that only an ice cream truck has. So that's how that came in. How cute. All right. So there you go. There are your charms. And let's see what else they want to share with you. Let's go back to my bigger screen. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. What is it that you need me to know? I have a star. Beautiful. I have a Lovers. Thank you, Spirit. Wow, these cards are really jumping over here. And I have a Fool. This is a soulmate connection that's coming in. I mean, these are just three gorgeous cards as far as coming in together, coming in at the same time, and just sharing with us that, the dream of a soulmate, the dream of meeting the person that you're going to share your life with and get this going with, that leads to a marriage, that leads to vows. They're saying is here, is real, and is now. Okay. As far as meeting this person, I do feel like you have to step out of your comfort zone. It did feel like I meet this person online, social media. I think that I had to put some effort into this. They are saying it was definitely a stranger. It's not somebody that we know. So that is leaning me towards more of a stepping out of your comfort zone and trying something new for those of you that aren't doing any online dating. But that is one way that we may be meeting this person. Spirit, when are we meeting this person? Let's get a timeline. I have winter time. Okay, it's still not winter. We're heading into spring. Maybe they cross your path in the winter, some of you. I have festive season. That would be the fall. I have September being important. These could be birthday months also. Keep that in mind. I have October. So I have a lot of fall energy around this connection. September, October, November, something like that. And Spirit is saying, bottom of the deck, it is worth waiting for. Of course, we love that, especially if this is the person who we're going to spend the rest of our life with. And I love you and you love me and I'm in love with you. Let's see what the loving messages are. Spirit, please share with me. Working through our fears will strengthen us. Talking through our fears, being vulnerable with each other. You're my love, my light, and my soulmate. So definitely confirming that this is going to be a soulmate energy. When I look into your eyes, I see our future. I feel like that's right from the start. I do. I feel that there's no looking back, is what Spirit just said. From the moment I meet you, there's no looking back. It's just we stay together and we just enjoy each other. And like I said, we go through all these phases of love. And next thing we know, we're getting married and buying a house. And maybe we have a cat, maybe we have a baby. But we're going through all the stages is how I feel. And we're very much in love, Spirit just said. So we're going to put this out into the universe. How beautiful. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you picked Group B, this reading is for you. We're going to see what is going on with a spouse coming your way. Who are they? When are they coming? What are they all about? You picked my soul recognized yours the instant we met. So a soulmate returning in this lifetime. I love that feeling of, I feel like I've known you forever. So that could be one of the first clues is you're very comfortable with this person and that you have, you go on that first date and you just feel like, I can't believe I just met you tonight because I feel like you've been in my life a lot longer than that. So that could be the first sign. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you want us to know? I love the fireworks also in that card. I have responsibility. Your romance is being interrupted by the duties of family life. I feel like it's more of we both have a lot on our plate. Okay. Could be second time around, second chance at love, second marriages for some of you. So we could have children. We could have jobs. We could have homes and dogs, they're saying. So we have full plates. Doesn't mean that we're not going to find our first perfect person. It's just a little more challenging juggling it all is how I feel. We're bonding. As you get to know each other, you discover that you have many things in common. So we do want to get to know each other. We do have, maybe we have very similar paths. Our kids are about the same age. We're about the same age. We're at about the same stage in our lives. We are working towards the same things at this stage in our lives. So we could have just a lot in common with that. But I do feel like we are doing some serious juggling to make time for each other, Spirit just said. But it will be worth it. It will be worth it. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Magician. I have a Three of Pentacles. I have a Page of Swords. and I have a King of Swords. It came into me, it was really nice because the Magician came into me as, I will figure it out. I will make time for you. I will find time for you, and we'll figure it out. Like, we will work on this together. So you've got somebody who isn't going to drop the ball just because it's a little challenging with our schedules or how busy we are. They are going to, push through that and make things happen. And then the Page of Swords and the King of Swords really did confirm it. I feel like this person has a relatively busy job. People look up to them, admire them. They could be the boss, a CEO of a company, own their own company, and they are busy in their day. But the Page came into me as they reach out to you in the middle of their really busy day, just to make sure that they're thinking of you. And I really liked how the Spirit shared that with me, because you don't expect a lot. You're not looking for an hour phone call in the middle of their business day, but just to get a little text message or just to get a little 5-minute phone call that says, hey, how's your day going, honey? I just wanted to let you know I'm thinking of you. And I just wanted to let you know I'll see you later. Let's catch up after work, whatever it is. But it was really sweet in the sense of somebody who is the first to tell you, like, I'm swamped. My day is just like crazy busy, but somehow they find that little bit of time or they make that little bit of time and make you a priority and reach out and just let you know that in that busyness, they are thinking of you. And I feel like with the King, it just only gets stronger, that you're always on their mind. They start making decisions about their own life that include you. They start thinking about, if I were to do this, how would it affect my person? So you are becoming the us, the we, our future. So there's a sense of this person is already thinking ahead. I really like that. I have a 4 of Pentacles. I have an 8 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and I have a 9 of Wands. This person, one of the clues that you may find about this person is they're probably somebody who started with nothing, that they put themselves through school. They could have worked and gone to school at the same time. They could have started a business from nothing. So they're very hardworking, and I feel like they're going to share their story with how they built up themselves and how hard it was, and that they really didn't have that, maybe they weren't lucky enough to have family that could say, yeah, you can go to whatever college you want and I'll put you in the dorm and we'll fly you there. That wasn't an option in their life. It was, you're going to go to the community college and then you're going to, transfer your credits to a bigger university, or you're going to do it online, but they did do it. And I feel like that hard work and that effort is a belief in themselves. So that could be something that you see in this future spouse. They're hardworking, they're dedicated, they never gave up on themselves. And somehow they've built themselves up to being very successful in some way with that King of Pentacles. So I am proud of them. I'm going to say you're going to feel proud to be with this person. And I guess I really would respect that. Let's see what the initials are. What initials is this person? First initials, last initials. Could be your initials also, so we can use that as a confirmation. Spirit, please share with me. I have an O. I have a Y. I have a C. I have a U. Another U. The letter S. Letter D. I have a J. I have an L. F. Let's get a few more. Another S. Another O. A. And I have an R. Okay. So that feels good. Yeah, they're saying hard worker. I mean, that's something you'll notice about them. Let's see what other personality traits they have. Spirit, tell me more about their personality, their energy. What is it that I will fall in love with? I like that you're proud of them. I always think that's important, to be proud of the person that you're with. I have a very curious personality, always learning, always asking questions, interested in different things, they're saying. So somebody who, even though it's not their thing, they're at a party. They're at a cocktail party with a bunch of friends, and somebody's talking about a topic that they really don't know anything about because it's that person's career. And they're like, well, tell me more. I don't know anything about that. And that's really interesting. And I didn't know that, so they're very curious about other people. They don't just do it just to be polite. They actually are investing energy into other people and what other people do and know. So I like that. They probably have a ton of friends for that reason, because they make other people feel heard and listened to, and they're interested in them. I have they're extroverted. I would be in agreement with that. I have they're funny. They have a great sense of humor. They could make you laugh. That's so important. Laughter, especially somebody you're going to marry, they got to make you laugh because life is tough. Marriages are a long journey. I have they're healthy. That could be a good clue that they take good care of their body. They eat well. They exercise. I have they're very close to their family, family orientated. They like to do things with their family. Okay, here's a good one. They're truthful. I want truthful, Spirit. Thank you. I have empathetic of others. Beautiful. And I have they're very approachable. So you've got this kind of outgoing personality. You've got somebody who other people find interesting, that they probably can talk to anybody. They're interested in conversations with anybody. And at the same time, they have this beautiful sense of humor. So people are probably, really enjoy talking to them. And you will too. You may enjoy just watching them talk. They could be one of those people that are just kind of entertaining, and you sit back and just kind of watch them talk every once in a while and go, you know what? I just, I love my person, right? I just love how they interact with people or interact with your family or your friends. And sometimes you just sit back and like to watch. Spirit, please share with me. I have swans. You're going to be soulmates. Beautiful. Love is blooming. This is the one. This is a deep soul connection. So you could feel that immediately. You could feel, I have the number 6, the month of June coming into me. They're saying a divine union. So I will take that as well. Cross, divine union. You feel like this is a spiritual union. You feel like it's destiny. You feel like it's been sent to you. The number 36. I have a glass of wine, having a good time, ripens, gets better with age, growing old together, the number 4, April. And I have this fire torch. I love this sense of passion, boldness. You light my fire. Could be a fire sign. Also the number 4, 44. And then I have keys. Okay, that is a change in choices, a transition, and a new beginning. So this could be a fresh start for one of you. It could be a relocation. It could be I'm changing homes. I'm moving in. Here's a key to my house. So that is how that's coming into me. So that tells me that we'll probably live together before we get married. We'll probably live together for a little while. And how many keys are on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like maybe we'll live together like 5 or 6 months, and then we'll start talking about a commitment, something like that. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Leo energy. In the summer, there's the Queen of Fire. So my Queen of Wands. So you feel passionate about this person as well. And this person inspires you to achieve, they're saying. This person is motivating you in some way. Maybe they're encouraging you to go back to school or to start your own business, or they are kind of like, you can do it, take it to the next level. So this person can be very encouraging to you and very supportive emotionally in something that you're trying to achieve. That feels good. I have what is this? I think this is my Capricorn, a ruler, a leader. Okay, they're responsible. They've built something up. That would be in alignment with the feeling of they started with nothing and they've built something up for themselves. So I would be in agreement with that, some kind of leader. I have the element of spirit. Okay. Allow, trust, and divine timing. Let it flow. Okay. Let it flow. This ballerina dancing, and just let it flow to you. I have the element of fire. Again, impulsive, creative, expect the unexpected. That was a little bit of, as I got to know this person, I mean, of course, you're going to be initially attracted to them, but it was more of a feeling of, as I got to know this person and started to have feelings for this person, that passion grew. And then it turned into like, now you're blowing my mind, whether it's our lovemaking becomes off the charts over a period of time and just keeps getting better and better. We keep falling deeper and deeper in love. So it was a feeling of, yeah, it was good in the beginning, but it gets better, if that makes sense. It just keeps getting better. So that's something to really look forward to. I have an Aquarius. I have winter, okay, winter sign, Queen of Swords. They said to me that this is the right one for you, that you are able to see that this time, they said, this is the right one for you. So you're able to see it pretty clearly. You're not hesitant, they're saying. You're not questioning it. You really feel like this is the one. And I don't think you're gonna have any doubts if when this person asks you to marry you, you're gonna be like, yeah, I mean, when? Like, let's just do this, because you're not gonna question it. You're not gonna say, well, I'll get back to you. You're not gonna say, well, maybe. No, you're gonna have a big fat yes with tears streaming down your eyes with a big diamond on your hand. So, Spirit, please share with me. I have family. Okay, my family's very important to me. My kids are very important to me, if they have kids, of course. I have wallflower. No, you are not. You could be shyer. I could say that. You could be more introverted. I wouldn't want two extroverts. Like, you guys may outdo each other somehow. So you may be a little bit quieter, or vice versa. But it is a feeling of we balance each other more so than, why would you want to be with me? I'm not in your league. I'm not as outgoing as you. I'm not as social as you. That's why they want to be with you, because they don't want to be with somebody who talks all the time, especially if they tend to be a talker. So you're balancing each other somehow. I have spiritual growth. I'm learning to grow spiritually. That felt more like I'm talking about some of the things that you've been working on. I like to watch tarot cards. I'm learning to meditate. I write my journal every day. I'm learning more about astrology, something like that. So maybe they're interested in some of the things that you're interested in. Spirit, please share with me, or at least they're curious. I have money, wealth. Looks like money's flowing into us. I'm just going to put that in the bonus category. I don't feel like that's the most important thing. However, your life would be easier or a little bit less stressful if there was money flowing into this connection. And you do deserve infinite love and infinite abundance. So why not? Why not? Okay, let's get some charms. Let's see what they have for you for charms. And I'm going to zoom in here. And I've got this tray, and I've got a big beautiful bowl of charms today. So let me get a scoop. This has some signs. It has a little bit of everything. So let me get the letters and the signs first. So I do have a letter T. I have a Aquarius. I have a letter H. I have an S. We had an S also in the other letters, so that's good. I have, what is this? A Leo. I have a Aries. I have a Gemini. I have a Virgo. And what are these? These are, I know these are months. Let's see, August. Let me get my tweezers. I have September, August, September, November. These could be birthday months, December, and October. So those are a lot of months. That's good. Okay. Okay. I have a carriage and I have a tooth. And I'm just going to say, and it could be for somebody that hasn't had their children yet and is at an age where they would like to have children. But it was a feeling of the baby and the tooth, the teeth coming in, and the baby's crying, and the baby is, needs to chew on something cold or wet cloth. And I don't know why the baby came into me crying, but it was a very loving energy of, oh my God, I'll do anything to take care of my baby and make my baby's teeth feel better, because the baby's cheeks are all red. They're showing me the baby's cheeks are all red. And so this baby is teething, and it tells me it's a new baby, because it's, it's not, I don't know, when do they start teething? A year old, maybe? So it's a young baby. So could be a baby coming on the way after the marriage. I do have a dog, and it looks like a big paw. It doesn't look like a little paw to me. It actually feels like it's a big dog. So it could be a lab, golden retriever, Rottweiler. But it has big paws is how it's coming into me. So that tells me it's a bigger dog. I have a parrot on a ring. The only thing that came into me was going on vacation. This is weird. I don't know. Maybe Florida has it, but it feels like a birdhouse. It feels like I'm going into, could be part of a zoo. Okay, I'll go with that. Part of a zoo where you go in and they actually have people that put the birds on your shoulders, and you're able to take pictures of kind of big birds on your shoulders. That's how it came into me. So it feels more like a vacation or a trip, or just something that's fun and funny. And we have pictures of us doing this. And we're like, look at this big bird on my shoulder. So that's how it came in. I'm assuming it's a zoo or a touristy place like Disney or Florida or somewhere like that. So maybe that's something that you've done and you have those pictures already. That's cute. I have a gardener. I have somebody who likes to garden. Okay. Or they're saying green thumb. It doesn't even have to be a flower garden. It could be plants. Somebody which I'm not good at. Although I will tell you, I've had one plant since I was 18 years old. A priest, when I was in college, gave me a plant and said, if you can keep this alive, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't let that plant die. And I've been saving that plant and keeping it alive since I was 18 years old because the priest gave it to me. Crazy. But somebody has a green thumb. Somebody has a green thumb. Okay. So that's like my only plant. I have 2 plants in my house. So that somebody who can keep plants alive, they love plants. They've got plants everywhere. So that could be a clue, whether it's you or them, that you love plants and you're really good at it. That's a talent, keeping plants alive. I have these stars. Okay. I'm going to say shooting stars the way this is coming into me. I'm just going to say shooting stars. Those are stars that are in alignment. So the universe is at work, stars in alignment, and shooting stars energy. So those were some fun clues. I liked those. Okay. I liked the big paw. I like the baby teething too. That was kind of interesting. Oh, and the pizza. Okay. I had a pizza. All right, you're not going to be happy with this, but they said first date. Maybe we just keep it casual. Maybe we both agree that, you know what, let's just meet at a pub and we order pizza and drinks and beer or something like that. And maybe we just said we're just going to keep it casual and have it not be a big deal. And pizza was easy. So but it did come into me as a first date. So it's not candlelight dinner, but maybe that's how you are. Maybe that would be fine with you, that I don't need it to be, candlelight dinner. I'd rather it not be candlelight dinner. I'd rather get a slice with somebody. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for me? I have a 5 of Cups. I have a 7 of Pentacles. And I have a Queen of Cups. It came into me as, I don't want to be hurt again, which of course you don't. And I want somebody to invest in me, is how the 7 of Pentacles came in. And then the Queen of Cups came into me as that you know that you are worthy of love, that you know that you deserve somebody to love you for who you are. What's the bottom of my deck? I have a 6 of Cups, gorgeous. So you know that you want your soulmate. You want somebody who you're going to fall in love with and they're in love with you. And you're just tired of being disappointed. And you have every right to be. So that's what you manifest. You manifest a spirit that, please bring me somebody who loves me as much as I love them, because otherwise you're not going to want to be with them. You're certainly not going to want to marry them. So that's what spirit will bring you. And you'll know. I feel like you'll know, it's just a matter of time, spirit just said. So let's see what the time cards are. That was a good segue into the time cards. Okay, let's see. I have November. We had November in the card, in the charms too. In less than 1 month. Okay, gorgeous. I have February energy. And I have patience. I like the balance. I like the stability. And I guess if I have to wait a little longer for somebody who is going to be stable and secure, that would be worth waiting for me. So I think that if that's something that's important to you, that, I want to have a relationship that's stable, because it's going to be a long-term relationship, it's going to be a marriage, then yeah, I guess I'm going to have to be more patient. What's the bottom of my deck? Just around the corner. Okay, I'll take that. Just around the corner. Okay, good. Let's see what the loving messages are. Spirit, please share with me any loving messages that you have. Stealing your heart was the ultimate crime. Falling in love with you. I'm glad that you fell in love with me. Beautiful. I hear you, I get you, and I respect you. So somebody who's going to respect you and honor you, Spirit just said. I honor you. I will treat you that you come first. You'll be my spouse. So you'll be the most important thing in my life. Spirit, please share with me. You believed in me when no one else did. That's a good one. We're there for each other, Spirit just said. So the person who stands by your side, and they've got an umbrella. So even when it's raining out, this person is going to cover you with that umbrella and shield you and be there for you and help you get through the rainy days, I guess. Beautiful. It's a beautiful energy. It's really loving. And I'm very grateful Spirit shared these messages with me today. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you picked Group C, this reading is for you. So let's see what is going on around your future spouse and any clues that Spirit has for us today. Cheers to many lessons and blessings. So this kind of toast to us, you know, this beautiful, beautiful setting, and could be this is our wedding day dinner and everybody's toasting and we're toasting to each other. So that feels gorgeous. All right, let's see. Spirit, tell me about my future spouse. What is it that you need me to know about this connection? What is it that you want me to hear? I have holiday, enjoying a change of scenery to spice up your life. I'm going to say a honeymoon. I'm just going to say it's coming into me a little bit differently. It was the feeling of the honeymoon stage never goes away. That this is one of those couples that I hate to say sickly sweet, but you guys just always look like you're in love. You always look like you're happy. You guys are made for each other. You're perfect for each other. Everybody looks at you and says, oh my God, like they're such a perfect couple. So that honeymoon stage, those new feelings that we have, I feel like you're able to keep that alive. If not forever, you know. So I feel like that honeymoon, I feel like I'm on this perpetual honeymoon with you, lasts for years and years and years. So that feels really beautiful. I have your dreams come true. Have faith, your rainbow will come shining, smiling through. I like the rainbow. I feel like it's after a storm, after a difficult period in your life. This love arrives. You just didn't see it coming, Spirit just said. So you could have wished for it and hoped for it. But I do feel like it comes in after you've gone through something very difficult. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be an ending of another relationship. It could be loss of a family member, loss of a job, sickness, surgery, unexpected surgery. So it's like, oh, I just got through the worst time. And then all of a sudden this beautiful kind of rainbow comes out and you're like, is that a double rainbow? You know, like it's not just a rainbow, it's like a full double rainbow. You know, this person just really is perfect for you. Spirit, please share with me. I have a 5 of Wands. I have a 2 of Pentacles. I have an 8 of Wands. And I have a Knight of Wands. Absolutely. It is a feeling of juggling, going through a difficult time, and then all of a sudden your energy shifts because somebody comes into your life. They're saying it's your turn, it's your time. And this person, a little bit of a whirlwind energy. They sweep you off your feet. They're very charming. They're very charismatic, Spirit saying that you fall in love instantly with them. You don't know how they feel, but I feel like you fall in love with instantly then, or it's a instant crush for sure, instant infatuation. And like, why am I obsessing over this person? So you could have very kind of deep feelings immediately, and it could blow you away. It could be like, wow, I don't remember the last time I was so into somebody or was thinking about somebody at this level, or I really, really want to be with this person, and I hope they really, really want to be with me. So that feels good. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. I have a 10 of Cups. I have a Hermit. I have a 4 of Pentacles. And I have a 7 of Cups. The reason why I smiled with the 10 of Cups was because it was everybody saying you look so happy. And I do believe that's going to happen. I do believe that, you know, you're going to be a beautiful bride, beautiful groom. And it's just this sense of, I don't remember the last time I saw two people looking so happy. And that's how it should be. I mean, I wouldn't want to go to a wedding without those two people looking like they were madly in love with each other. And I feel like that's what's happening. They are pulling you out of a period of loneliness and guarding yourself and just kind of wondering like what my future is. So we're coming out of that phase. If that's something that you've been working on, like what's next and where am I going? So I want to see what the bottom of the deck is, you know, worried. Okay. And a Queen of Cups. They're, yeah, just the sense of, is my life going to change? And I'm looking for love with this Queen. So I'm going to say, yes, absolutely. This Queen is 100% deserving of love. This Queen is fully capable of loving somebody else with all their heart. So this fear of, will I have the love that I want you to let go. We'll do some time cards. I want you to let go and I want you to trust right now. And I just want you to sit back and listen because sometimes we just have to surrender for a few minutes. Maybe that's what you need to do. So just sit back and listen. Let's see what initials they have. First initials, last initials, but you will find love, Spirit just said, for those of you that are waiting. Let's see what they have. I have the letter F, P, L, J, O. I have an S, D, another S, letter F, letter R, a letter U, C, Y, O. Okay, so some of you may connect to those. Let me know in the comments if that was you or the person that may be on your mind today. Let's see what their personality is. Let's see what they are bringing into this connection for you, what you may be attracted to. Share with me their energy, Spirit. I have extroverted. I have very empathic, very approachable. I love that. I have very playful. That the playfulness came into me as in a good way. The person who teases you, flirts with you. I'm going to say a lot of banter with text messages initially. I'm going to say we have a lot of fun on the phone, that we just, you know, like this person's text messages come in and you find yourself laughing out loud. Like, you got to be kidding me. Like that's what you just wrote to me. So, and it's interesting because even though they are extroverted and they probably can speak to anybody, they take their time. I want you to look at how they write their words. They choose their words very, very carefully. Spirit's showing me on those text messages. They may write them and rewrite it again. They may write it and read it a couple times before they send it. So this person's putting a lot of energy into their responses to you, which I really like, because they're trying to make sure that they're capturing your attention. I really like that. I have experienced, okay, this isn't their first rodeo. They've dated other people. They've been in other relationships. They're all grown up, Spirit just said. I have they're very forgiving. I have they're very caring. That came into me as very caring of those around them, their family. They could be very helpful to their parents, something like that. I have detoxing. I'm going to say getting the ex out of their system took a while. Part of me feels like they share that story with you. It was either a very painful separation, very difficult divorce. So it could have been, I just had a hard time getting over that ex. Doesn't mean they want that ex anymore. I feel like they just, it took a long time to get out of that situation. I have, they're very supportive. They're a good listener. I have blossoming. This love is blooming. This love is blossoming. The flowers are blooming. Very objective. Interesting, because that came into me is connected to almost the legal profession, attorneys, anything having to do with the judicial system. So it was somebody who looks at things from a logical perspective, like what are the rules? Okay. So this person like follows the rules, and even in the accounting profession, like I have to follow the rules. I have to, it's not, there's not a lot of gray area in what they do. It's black and white for them. So they could have some kind of profession where, they've got to follow the rules. Police officer, like there's not a lot of gray area. Like these are the rules of how to behave. These are the rules of the law, right? So something like that. They're very independent. I like that. They're saying, I said, how are they independent? They said, they don't expect you to wait on them. That's good, because you have a career, you have a life. We take care of each other. They're not looking for somebody to wait hand over fist for them. Or can you cook me dinner? They're not looking for that. They're looking for a partner. They're looking for somebody who's their equal, but we take care of each other eventually. Spirit, please share with me. I have a lighthouse, an inner guidance, an inner light, headed in the right direction. I feel drawn to you. The number 7, July. I feel drawn to you. I felt drawn to your light. I felt that there was something about you that was different than somebody else. How about you're just this beautiful light at the end of the tunnel? Because maybe I've been having a difficult time, and you're the first person that's come into my energy in a long time that I'm actually attracted to, or want to talk to, or even interested in going on a date with. So. But that inner light shining that you have, I feel like has guided them to you. I have the number 13, these dominoes. All right, this is interesting. A cause and effect, a chain reaction. So you push the one domino. We all know how dominoes work. You push the one domino, and then everybody goes down, right? So that's how I felt with the text messages. This person is very strategic. This person they're not playing games. Spirit wanted to confirm that, but they're very strategic with their next move. Okay. So they're always thinking ahead. When can I see you? What would you want to do? How can I win your heart? Is it too soon? Am I pushing too much? Like they could be even over evaluating, because they don't want to turn into this desperate love bomber. They want to come off a little bit more self-confident than that, even though deep down inside they are a desperate love bomber around you. So, but they're trying to control it somehow. And that's why I felt like even the responses to you, they don't read just once. They might read twice before they send it. So I feel like everything is like really thought out right now, because they don't want to blow it. They don't want you to think they're coming on too strong, or they said the wrong thing, or like I said, they look desperate, even though they might feel desperate to catch you. Spirit, please share with me. It's cute. I have a scythe, an unexpected accident. I'm going to say maybe something happened before we came into this connection. Car accident, injury, accident at work. I got hurt. I'm on workman's comp. So there's this feeling of I wasn't really in a great place before this beautiful person came into my life. And then that, that sense of that rainbow coming out. I have a bouquet. I'm happy. I've never been this happy with somebody. The number 9. So September, let's get one more of these. And I have a stork. You've transformed me. Also, storks, baby. The arrival of a baby, pregnancy, renewal. So for those of you that would love to be married and then have a baby, or you're having a baby with somebody and you've had a baby with somebody and you'd like to marry them. A lot of people get married after they've had the baby and they decide they want to be married. So, but it is a feeling of arrival. They just said an arrival. Okay. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need me to know? Okay. I've got some cards trying to jump out back here. I have a diplomat. Following the rules. This person's a rule follower for some reason. I like the suit. There is a feeling of, they're saying uniform, but maybe it's a joke to them that their uniform is a white shirt and tie. Their uniform is khakis, shirt, button-down shirt, button-down collar. Their uniform is, I have to wear slacks. I can't wear shorts. I have to wear sleeves. I can't wear sleeveless for a woman, or you just wear the same color every day. I always wear black because I have a whole wardrobe of black and it's like my uniform. It's easy to get dressed in the morning. So it felt more like a joke, like this is my uniform that I wear to work every day. And I just wear basically the same things in different colors. So that's okay. I have an element of fire sign, passionate, unexpected, coming into you unexpectedly. I have a magician, communication, curious. I love this. Manifesting you. I want you to, it was a feeling of, I want this to come alive. I want this to come into, I just want it to happen, right? I just want it to come alive. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Pisces energy, a trickster, playful, witty. I do feel like there's a great sense of playfulness. I do. I feel like this person's very bright. I feel like they are probably think very fast on their feet with responses. They could have an incredible sense of sarcasm that is just, funny. And because they think they could be very smart, and people who are smart have a tendency to think very fast and can come up with things that you just can't even imagine. I have the provider. Okay. Taurus energy, secure, dependable, stable, protective. And I have Jupiter, Wheel of Fortune, expansive. This is a turning point for you both, or this is like fate and destiny aligning. But I really liked the feeling earlier of everybody thinks you're amazing, that they see you as a couple. They feel like you were meant to be together, and not that you need anybody's approval, but it's nice when people notice. They take notice of how you interact with each other, or how good the 1212 on the clock when I'm recording this, I'll take that angel number, how good your person is to you. And then when they leave, and they walk away from wherever you're talking, your person next to you says, you're so lucky. I can't believe like the attention this person gives you, or the way they look at you. I mean, you can tell they're in love with you, so it's nice to hear it, and especially other people noticing it. So that's how I feel. You're going to make a beautiful couple and be very happy. Spirit, please share with me. I have a dark male. Okay. We feel like we have shared a past life. We feel like we've been here before. We feel like this isn't the first time around. So soulmate energy. I have a younger female. Okay, we could have a little bit of an age difference between the two. I have passion, chemistry. I feel like it's a little bit of everything. When I said it was, a perpetual honeymoon, the passion isn't just the sex. The passion is, I'm passionate about who you are. I'm passionate about the life that we're going to share together. I'm passionate about the things that we do together. So it isn't just about, you turn me on in bed, which is probably great, but it's, I'm passionate about our future. Spirit, please share with me some charms. Let's see what the charms say. Okay. I've got these charms and I'm going to do a scoop. I have this big, beautiful bowl of charms today. And let's do this. Get a couple more. Okay. Let me grab the letters or the signs first. I have a bunch of letters. I have the letter L, and there's a little stork again. So they're trying to say something. See the stork? Let's see if I can get it to focus. All right. Well, trust me, there's a little stork there. That's a little stork on there. And I have the letter T. I have a C. Little pink butterfly, that's cute. I have an M, letter S, and I have an X. Okay, let's get these signs. I have a Cancer. Okay. I have a Scorpio. I have a Sagittarius. Okay. I have two hands, but it came into me more as take my hand. And it's almost a feeling of like, let's say we're up at the altar getting married and the minister, the priest says, please hold hands. We're going to say our vows now. So it was almost this feeling of take my hand. So that felt good. I'm going to put this heart with it. Take my hand. You have my heart. Gorgeous. And what is this? A Taurus. I have the number 26 of the month. 26 days. I have a Eiffel Tower, so maybe that's a trip to Paris, a trip to Europe, European vacation, proposal in Paris under the Eiffel Tower. Maybe that would be nice. What is this little guy? I have flowers. I have it's just a single flower, but in a pot. It feels like a gift. It feels like instead of bringing somebody a bouquet of flowers that's going to die, they stop at like a Home Depot that has like a garden center, and maybe they buy you some flowers to plant. And you can enjoy them all year long, or perennials or something. Maybe they know that you like to plant things, or there's some kind of container that will grow throughout the whole summer. Or, like in the fall, they buy you big mums for your porch. So it feels more like that. It's in a container and it will last, as opposed to somebody sending you a dozen roses and they're going to die. I mean, that's nice, but I feel like this person knows you better, that they say you would probably prefer to have something that you could water, you see grow, and they're just beautiful. So I feel like they put even more thought into what type of flowers and how long they would last. So I like that. I do have a onesie. So for those of you that would like to have a child, I am seeing that one child pop out. So we do have a baby for some of you. And then I love the phone. I've saved the phone for the last charm, because I had that such a beautiful energy earlier with this person taking their time with their responses and really thinking about what they want to say and how they say it, and even the delay in between responses, so they don't look like they're desperate or they're just waiting for your next text and they respond right away. So there's a strategy of some kind going on with this person around their phone. And there could be a day that you look back at these phone messages and you read them to each other and you laugh, because you'll say, oh my God, like I fell in love with you, over those phone messages. And you really got me. You really got me there. Okay, so those are your clues. I really like that. What's this? Oh, a baby. The little baby cup is rolling because I forgot it. So I've got a little baby cup. So we definitely have a baby cup. Okay, so it wanted to be known that little baby cup was rolling forward because I had forgotten it. Aw. All right, let's see what else they have for you. Let's see what they want you to know. Spirit, tell me a little bit more about this connection. What is it that you need me to know? I have a star. Gorgeous. I have a 9 of Pentacles. And I have a Hanged Man. This is going to be worth the wait. It is a feeling of better than what I hoped for, and also more secure than what I thought it would be. Sometimes you have in your head, yeah, it'd be nice to be married. It'd be nice to have a spouse. But until you have it, I mean, it really is a sense of security with the right person. You have that person and that partnership in your life and that commitment in your life that that person's going to be there for you. So it is an incredible sense of security, but it was also, this is better than what I had actually hoped for. And even though I had waited for it and I was patient, then it's actually turned out to be the best thing that's ever happened in my life. It is really what Spirit is trying to give you. Bottom of the deck, I have the Fool. Get ready for this journey. Let's see what timeline they have for you. Spirit, please share with me timeline. I have November. Could be birthday months. I have It's Worth Waiting For. Thank you, Spirit. Better than I thought. I have winter time. I have At a Special Date. Maybe around a birth date. Could be around somebody's birthday. Maybe it's your birthday surprise. This person comes into your life on or around a birthday. I have July. That's not far away. Let's get one more. And I have springtime with this beautiful little seedling kind of growing out of nowhere. Maybe this love comes in out of nowhere and just when you least expect it, and just your whole life changes, which would be gorgeous. And let's see what the loving messages are. Spirit, please share with me loving messages. My soul recognized yours the instant we met. You guys are going to be really happy together, and everybody's going to know it. Everybody's going to say, you make a beautiful couple. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy you're happy. You'll be hearing those types of things from people who love you already. So use that as a clue also. From day one, I knew I'd commit to you. They could have fallen in love with you right from the beginning. Like I said, they don't want to come across as a desperate love bomber, but deep down inside, they probably are. They probably are holding back and trying not to push you away. Like, this person's coming on way too strong, even though that's what they really want to be doing. Spirit, please share with me. They don't want to lose you, an opportunity to be with you. They said we wouldn't make it, but look how far we've come. You could overcome obstacles. That honeymoon stage never goes away. And you just always believe that no matter what, our love will get through everything. So somebody who I believe everybody's going to believe in this connection, but there could be a naysayer out there. Maybe there's a disgruntled ex, spirit just said, that isn't happy for this connection, is kind of jealous for this connection. So, but you know what? Happiness is your happiness, and you moving on and just you being happy is karmic, you know, just let that work. So they're asking me for one more love message. Okay. Stealing your heart was the ultimate crime. I have your heart, you have mine. That is really how it's coming in. What a beautiful reading. We're going to put this out to the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. I want to thank you all for joining me in this pick a card reading today. If you're new to this channel, please remember to hit the like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Claim it, own it, it's yours. Comment below. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website at kathymamolenspsychicmedium.com. If you would like to check out my main channel, I will put that in the description below. It is Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium, and has lots of love readings over there. So thank you for being here. We'll see you again in another pick a card reading real soon.